All right, let's talk about Jordan Henderson going to Ajax.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk about.
I saw that. Was that this morning or yesterday morning? The days are moving together, but I was just like, first of all these guys who go to Saudi Arabia, like after 6 months.
By the way, an hour ago, Benzema wants to leave too. Did you see that?
I know. There's a bunch of rumors of him going to Arsenal.
So it's just hilarious. Like, these guys who are already filthy rich are like if Salah, like, that's virtually home for him going back.
Let's be careful.
I don't want to just
Let's
the
just
area,
be careful.
The
Let's
area,
just
the
be
area,
careful.
the area. Like, that's why he's being so hotly talked about going to Saudi Arabia. Like, that makes sense. For people like Jordan Henderson, like, did you hear the quotes that were coming out? He said, it was hotter. It's too hot. It was hotter than I expected it to be. Like no shit.
You're in the fucking desert.
And then he was like, yeah, I expected there to be like way more fans. And it's like, they had an average attendance at their games of like 5,000 to 10,000 people. Jordan Henderson.
And the stadiums are fucking massive.
You thought they were like, oh, fuck, Jordan Henderson's there. Like, I gotta get a season ticket.
Honestly, though, I will say, like, athletes are that obsessed with themselves that they do believe. Like, Jordan Henderson in his mind of minds is like, all right, they have Stevie G is coaching. I'm going to come, and everyone who's a Liverpool fan in Saudi Arabia is going to come watch.
It's too hot. No one comes to the matches. And then the third is like, yeah, I got to get back into the England squad for the Euros. And it's like, you went to Saudi Arabia. No one was going to watch you play.
Jordan Henderson makes the fucking Euro squad for England. Southgate deserves to get sacked before the tournament starts. That was one of his reasons for
wanting to come back. And it's like, obviously that was going to kill. You play for the second best team in the world with one of the most stacked midfields in the world, and you thought you were going to have a chance of making the squad after going to Saudi Arabia? Like, how stupid were these people?
I don't know.
Like, where do you think Benzema can go?
There's so many rumors of Benzema to Arsenal.
I think that is exactly what you
First
need.
of all, it won't happen, so, like, let's just start there. It will not
Benzema doesn't
happen.
fit.
No.
Not a false nine. Won't fit in Arteta's system.
Let's just start there. It's not going to happen, but I would.
If you sign Benzema, you're immediately the second favorite to win the title.
I don't even think I would go that far. I think if we signed Benzema, he would do fucking nothing, but I would.
How?
Because,
he's
like,
still so good.
I think at a certain point it becomes a mentality thing. Like, he's already quit.
Yeah,
He went and played in Saudi Arabia. Like, his international career is over. He quit. Yeah. So, like, to me, it's like, is he going to come back? It's what is it right now? January 17th. Mm-hmm. Let's say the transfer goes through after this weekend. Yeah. He's not going to be up to the right fitness levels.
Of course not.
So we're 2 weeks out
to start. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, by the time he gets up and running, I don't think it makes a huge difference.
He could be up and running by the last 2 months, and that could be the run-in.
Here's the thing. Either by then, the XG and the field tilt have all played the way they're supposed to, or I'll play the fucking devil's advocate that you like to be, or the whole thing is fucking flawed and it doesn't matter. So, like, that's my thing with Ivan Toney too, though. It's like, Ivan Toney hasn't played in 6 months. Yes, he's training or whatever, but that does not replicate
against
it.
A bunch of high schoolers.
Yeah, that was sick. So, like, by the time Ivan Toney's up and running, like, what is he doing for it? That's the thing. Like, I don't want to spend big money in January when we're going to go out and get Osimhen in the summer.
I want to touch on that, but I would like to touch up on Osimhen. I agree. It's just for the last 2 months, if you say devil's advocate, like the field tilt and the possession and the attacking dominance, it doesn't mean anything. I do think it is. What I say is that just because you have that doesn't mean the front three that you have will create the goals. No, but if you pair the tactics and the field tilt with actual good attackers, then I think it will.
Gabriel Jesus is not the answer striker. And by the way, that has been clear since the day we signed him.
No. Arsenal fans said consistently.
To me, that has been clear.
That's been clear for you?
That Gabriel Jesus is not a 20-goal-a-year striker? Yeah, he's never fucking done it in his career. So that's been very clear to me.
No, but it's not 20, like a 10 and 10 guy.
He's a 10 and 10 guy.
What does he have, 3 or 4?
You talking about in the Premier League alone?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what his stats are, but I mean,
he has like 3 goals.
The issue is he's a 10 and 10 guy on pace. He misses 12 matches a season. Right. Let's start there.
No, but people were saying if you can get Jesus that full season of health, he'll be that guy.
That to me is I hate when people say that in any sport.
Right. Like
if you talk to any coach at any level of any sport, guys who get injured will continue to get injured. Right. That is how it works. Look at like guys like LeBron James. He never got injured because he never got injured. Right. Like That's just a fact. You're like, it's just a makeup of how you are. But here's what I'm going to say about the field tilt and the possession and all that. And this, we probably shouldn't keep talking about this. But nobody was saying when City were winning trophies, when Sterling and Jesus were underperforming in front of goal, nobody was saying, like, this isn't going to, situate itself in a play. Obviously, we don't create at that level, but I'm just saying.
But that's the difference.
I mean, we created a pretty.
To it. City is.
We created last year. We created at a.
I understand last year.
Okay, but
and they were all in great form. Saka was in great form. Martinelli touched the best form he'll ever touch in his career last year.
Why do you think 21-year-olds aren't going to get better?
It's not about it.
Let's leave Martinelli to the side. Why do you think Saka?
Well, I mean, blanketing 21-year-olds, and obviously, I would think most 21-year-olds will improve.
But you don't believe just the Arsenal 21-year-olds. You don't believe will get better. I'm genuinely wondering what's your reasoning.
Martinelli will get better.
So you think at 20 years old last year, that was the no. I'm asking a dead serious question.
Yeah.
Like you truly believe that the 20-year-old Martinelli last year hit the absolute peak of his career, and he will never get close to touching that again.
In the Premier League, he will never have a greater.
He'll never have more than 15 goals again.
Contributions.
He'll never have more than 15 goals again in the Premier League. That's correct. Your honest to God
That's
belief.
my honest opinion. And if we want to add that, we'll just keep a list of all the bets we have.
Yeah,
that
one
will be
wildly
like
biased
bet,
takes that you have. Yeah, I want to keep them all.